By now, y'all all heard about the ex-NBA star. Y'all call him a star. The dude was on 12 teams in 16 years. He was not a star. You know what I'm saying? He was not a star, you know. But by now, y'all heard about the ex-NBA player, right? Who goes on and marry a former adult movie maker, right? He marries this chick, you know what I'm saying? The chick is now doing other things. She's trying to change her life. She's trying to go in a different direction. They get married. He's happy. She's happy. Well, times get rough. You know what I'm saying? We never know what people doing with their money or how they spend their money. We never know about people's expenses or lifestyles. We don't know what we don't know what the particulars are. So this argument that I'm about to make is just based on the facts as we know them to be. According to her, times get rough. She did things to try to hold him up, to hold him together. You know, he was depressed. He was going through things. She stood by him. So she went back to what she knew. She had other businesses. She tried a music career, and her music wasn't bad. I actually listened to a few of her songs. The chick can actually sing, but you know, I mean, it's not easy to break into the music industry, people. It's not easy to do anything, to be honest with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Very few, look, out of all the people that try, very, 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 very few make it. And it's not always the best that make it. It's just what it is. You know, making it big is not easy no matter what you do. That's just the reality of the way we live, you know what I'm saying? So she tried her hand at other things, and when things didn't work out, she went back to OnlyFans. So she gets snitched on. He finds the page. He's mad. He's in his feelings. And now the stuff blows up. That leads to a whole lot of red pill content being created about it. But what I found odd is that nobody seems to understand her side. Now, this goes right back to the Tia Mowry situation once again, you know. Once again, everybody's dumping on the female and everybody's taking the side of the man. In that instant, it was Corey Hardrick. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Hardrick, how you pronounce his name. You know what I'm saying? And everybody like took his side like he's such a good guy. Y'all don't even know the dude. Y'all dumped all over Tia, you know what I'm saying? She could do no right. Everything she said is wrong. She shouldn't have a right to want to live her life her way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy, you know?
It is the privilege and responsibility of every human being to live their own lives, which if they also want to live among other human beings doing the exact same thing, requires a kind of creative selfishness.
It's like when I did the video talking about emotional intelligence, I was explaining that you got to understand how other people feel and how other people move, right? You got to have some understanding of what other people are going through. If you want to be an alpha male and you want to be in a relationship with a woman, you got to be able to understand what it is that she is going through. If you don't care about what she's going through, if you don't care to understand, you just like my way or the highway, which I'm sort of like that too now, you know, don't get it twisted, but I do still understand. But if you don't care to understand, then you're just not going to be in a productive relationship, right? So if you want to be in a productive relationship, you're going to have to learn how to understand what other people are feeling and what they are going through. And today on this video, I'm going to take the other side of the coin and try to shed a little light on what I got from the situation dealing with KISHA Chavis, or Chavis, I don't know how to pronounce her name, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to shed some light on what I got from the situation, you know? And it's nothing what I've been hearing so far in the red pill community or none of the other channels. Everybody's dumping on the woman as if the dude is just right. I think y'all need to go pull up some of her videos. Yasmin Penn Davis. Y'all need to go pull up some of her videos and then you tell me if he's innocent. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notification or drop more videos. If you don't hit the bell icon, you won't know when I drop the video because I do not trigger the algorithm. You will have to come back and check on the channel manually. So let's get into this here. So as the facts are, I laid them out before, right? It seems that the chick was trying to do different things. I see she hooked up with Sadat X. Her music was sort of positive. She tried to have this like more spiritual thing going on at one point. She tried to go a different direction. Life is hard. I heard this old clown young dude, Shoemake, got the channel Shoemake Way, you know what I'm saying? I mean, these young dudes need to just stop talking. He talking about, you see, I guess her career didn't take off, so she did. Say, bro, so she went back to what she knew. That's why you gotta vet a woman to figure out what they do, because when times get hard, they go back to what they know. Well, guess what, dummy? When times get hard, we all go back to what we know. That's what we do. You try to go a different direction, but when times get hard, you go back to what you know. When my family needed and times was hard on me, I went back to what I do. It's what I did. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to hustle. I was away from that. But when I felt the pinch coming down the pipeline, you know what I'm saying, I knew things was about to get tight on us, you know. I needed to give myself some breathing room. I made a few moves and let a few birds fly. Now, you could judge me however you want, but what would you do? See, a lot of you dudes, y'all don't have no other form of hustle except filling out an application. That is the extent of your hustle. You fill out an application, you call that being a man.
What?
You call that being a good man. Look, if you're comfortable on your job and everything is going good for you, man, I'm happy for you. But, you know, sometimes things don't work out as planned. In fact, most of the time, things don't work out as planned. And when your back is against the wall, when the chips are down, we all fall back on the things that we know. And it's that most of y'all don't know anything. Most of y'all don't know how to do anything else. Most of y'all have never tried anything else. Most of y'all don't know what you would do. And that's the next thing. You really don't know what you would do if you was in a bad situation. I can't tell you how many soccer mom type housewives I met working in adult dance clubs. Real mild-mannered chicks, married. Husband's got to work, she got to work, because they need more money in the house. They got children and stuff, family. So she got to pull some shifts at the club. She got to go shake it at the club. I'm sure the husbands didn't like it. And no, these wasn't always black people. It was whites, Mexicans. It was always different people. But the one thing in common is that the wives moved differently. The wives were not products of that environment. They were there strictly for business. They were there for money. But I don't want to get into it. The point is, you do have people that fall into circumstances, people. And when circumstances come around, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, you try something. You try to sell something. You try to find some kind of hustle. She did all that. The lady mentioned several hustles that she's tried. She said her husband is actually a legal employee of one of her hustles. You know what I'm saying? So technically he works for her on one of the hustles. You know, she's tried things. She sat with the dude during his depression and everything, through all his ups and downs. She stayed with him because he gave her a shot. You know what I'm saying? He knew what she did. You know, he probably seen her videos. I mean, she was about it, bro. I'm talking, she was about it, butts and everything. What? I mean, she was about it. You know what I'm saying? Guzzling, butts. I mean, but she was about it. So, I mean, he married this chick, though. But, I mean, again, as I say in the lead up, she didn't really marry up. You got to understand, it's not like this dude was going to marry a Yasmin Penn Davis under any other circumstance outside of him being somewhat, you know, rich and famous. The chick, she, back then particularly, right, she looked better than anything he was going to actually be able to get outside of him being a basketball player, right? He wasn't going to be able to get a Yasmin Penn Davis, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't going to happen, right? So he actually knew that, and when he had the opportunity to get a woman that looked like that, he jumped on it. That's what he did. You know, he disregarded everything that she did, and he married her. But she did try to do different things. She hung out with some Muslim brothers. You know, she was on different talk shows. She was trying to go a different route, people. It didn't work out. And you get clowns like Shoemake Way talk about, you know, making it sound like that's a bad thing. Bro, we don't have no control over life. And you young dudes, y'all gonna learn that, bro. Y'all gonna learn. Keep living. Keep living. When that rug gets pulled from underneath your feet, let me know what you do to survive. See, this is what Jay-Z meant in that lyric when he said, you know, try to put your dogs in it, 10 and a halves, 4 minutes and a half. Bet that stops all the grinning and the laughs when you play the game of life and the winning in the bag. When your options is none and the pen is all you have. On the block, niggas standing tight as lemons on the air. This is what Jigga was trying to tell y'all. Y'all think y'all got shit in the bag, but y'all don't have shit in the bag. What are you gonna do when you actually get out here and try to do something and you realize you don't control everything? When you realize, damn, this shit is not in my hands. When you realize, man, you know, I got to figure something out. And a lot of y'all don't know what to do other than go out there and stand in a line and try to fill out an application. That is y'all hustle. So don't knock nobody else's hustle, right? You know, it's not easy now for her to go back into that world. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she really wanted to do that. I think she feels like she has no choice. And I think as men, as alpha males, we need to respect that. We need to respect that. Now, whether or not you feel like she should have told her husband, but to me, she wasn't hiding it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like she said it was all linked all through her social media account. So it didn't look like she was hiding it, you know? And that's another thing Shoemake Way said, talking about, you know, you should know what your woman is doing on social media. Said, but you're not Sherlock Holmes.
What?
If you need to be investigating your woman to see what the hell she's doing, she shouldn't be your woman. She shouldn't be your woman. If you feel that you got to snoop and cyber spy on your woman, she shouldn't be your woman. If you got to go through her things and stuff while she's in the shower, look through her purse and all this stuff, all through her drawers, she don't need to be your woman, bro. And I'm just telling y'all, you're not a private investigator when you're a husband. That is not your job. That is not your job. You know what I'm saying? And if you think that's your job, then you don't understand anything about being a man. That's why I'm here. So he already knew what this chick was, what she was capable of doing. And she said, if he already know that I would do almost anything to survive, then what makes him think something changed? It's like me. If my back against the wall, I'm a hustle. Man, look, I'm letting birds fly again. I'm grabbing some of them pigeons. I'm letting them fly. My back against the wall, I'm gonna do that. And if I don't have no connects out there because I've been off the game so long, I'm click clack and go. I'm going to nap a dude up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find out who balling. I'm going to snatch him up and duct tape him, man. Tell his boys they gotta pay for him. It's just what I'm gonna do. So that's what I would do if my back ever hits the wall like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what people are capable of, and most of y'all don't know what y'all capable of. Most of you women casting judgment on this lady, man, y'all do worse things than she do for free. Most of y'all freaks of the industry for free. Most of y'all just as wild and sexually explorative, but y'all do it for free. Most of you dudes like this stuff. And that's another thing, man. You dudes know every woman on OnlyFans. You know how I be finding out about all this stuff from y'all YouTube channels.
What the fuck?
I don't be knowing none of this stuff going on. I find out from y'all YouTube channels. I know about Yasmin Penn-Davis because I was actually doing time in the 90s when her pictures were all floating around on the compound. And she was a good-looking chick, so, you know, it kind of stuck. Plus the name Yasmin Penn-Davis, you don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't forget them looks and the pictures, you know. You don't forget that. So I recognized the name, but I didn't know who she was, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all, man, y'all be all over these OnlyFans pages. Y'all be all over the Hub, X-Ham, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be all over the web looking at all of this stuff. And y'all get online and y'all act like y'all so righteous and all this stuff. Man, stop it, bro. Just stop it, man. I know what y'all be doing, but y'all know what y'all be doing. And y'all women, I know what y'all be doing, and y'all know what y'all be doing. I know all y'all types. From the educated bougie type to the hood chick type, you know what I'm saying, to the little librarian type. I know all y'all types. Underneath, y'all ain't all that much different from each other. And that's real talk. So, you know, we gonna stop the madness, man, you know what I'm saying? She ain't doing nothing wrong, in my opinion. She ain't doing nothing wrong. If that's how she feels she need to do to get it, then more power to her. You know what I'm saying? If you say, well, she's married, so she shouldn't do that, that's y'all beliefs, man. They got a lot of married couples on OnlyFans. You got a lot of married couples in the industry together. Y'all need to stop thinking that y'all way is the only way. That's the problem with you dudes. And an alpha male would know that. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm your boy, Brother Kush, a.k.a. The Black Elf. So long.